Welcome to Spring LIB.
This is the answer to Chapter 19, problem number 1 from the Smith Organic Chemistry textbook. And this problem gives us 4 molecules and asks us to come up with the IUPAC names for each of these 4 molecules. And so these 4 molecules are all carboxylic acids. And so in naming them, what we need to bear in mind is that we need to number the carbon that's part of the carboxylic acid as carbon number 1. And then we need to be sure to find the longest chain and then just name substituents as we would whenever we do IUPAC naming. So for A, if we make the carbon that's part of the carboxylic acid carbon number 1, we then have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be hexanoic acid. And on carbon 3 here, we have 2 methyl groups. So this is when that's all put together, we get 3, 3. So 3, 3 dimethyl hexanoic acid. And so that's another point is since these are carboxylic acids, we name them as the longest chain, and we add oic to it and then call it an acid. So it's a 6-carbon chain, so it's hexanoic acid, and there are 2 methyl substituents on the 3 position, so 3,3-dimethyl hexanoic acid for A. So then for B, we'll follow the exact same rules. So if carbon number 1 is there, that makes this chlorine on carbon number 4. And the longest chain here is 5, so this is going to be a pentanoic acid. And so when we assemble those pieces, we get 4-chloro pentanoic acid. Okay, and so that's B. So then for C, we'll follow the exact same rules again. So 1 here. So substituents at 2 and 4, and they are ethyl substituents. And this is a 6-carbon chain, so it's going to be hexanoic acid once again. And so it's going to be 2,4-diethyl hexanoic acid. So 2,4. Oh, man. Okay, so 2,4-diethyl hexanoic acid. Okay, and so one other thing you might notice is A, B, and C were given to us in a different form, in like condensed letter notation. And so I drew these in skeletal notation. I think it's much easier to work with, and I would always recommend doing that. But so D was actually given to us in line notation or skeletal notation. Yeah, and so D is sort of more complicated, but not really. So if we name this as carbon 1, 3, 4, so we have an isopropyl group from carbon 4, and then on carbon 6 here we have a methyl group, because remember we do need to name this as the longest possible chain, and so we'll actually end up calling this a non-noic acid, so a 9-carbon acid, and it's going to be dimethyl, so 6,8-dimethyl, and then remember we put the substituents in alphabetical order, so this is going to be 4 isopropyl So 4-isopropyl, 6,8-dimethyl non-oic acid. Non-oic acid. Okay, and so that's the answer here. And again, remember, we just need to make the carboxylic acid carbon number 1, number the longest chain, and then just name our substituents and where they are on the chain. And that's the answer to chapter 19, problem number 1.